First one on our list is Excel World. Haruyuki Haru Arita is a short and overweight boy, who is frequently ridiculed by delinquents at the Umsato Junior High School. Using his neurolinker to escape the torment of real life, he logs onto the school's local network cyberspace, where he always plays virtual squash alone, and his innate video game skills bring him to the attention of Kuro Yukihime, the school's popular, highly intellectual, and attractive female student council vice president. After helping him against the delinquents, Kuro Yukihime introduces Haruyuki to Brain Burst, a secret program that is able to accelerate the human cognitive process to the point at which time appears to stop. Haruyuki soon learns that Brain Burst is more than just a program, but an augmented reality massively multiplayer online fighting game, where people fight each other in fierce duels in order to obtain burst points, which can be spent for acceleration abilities in the real world. Next one on our list is K Project. Kings are individuals who have been bestowed with incredible supernatural powers, and granted the ability to recruit others into their clans. Protecting the lives and honor of their clansmen is an integral part of the king's duties. After a video depicting the heinous murder of a red clansman spreads virally, the unassuming student Yashiro Isuna is accused of homicide. Now, a manhunt is underway for his head, bringing him into contact with the infamous Black Dog Kura Yatagami, a skilled swordsman and martial artist determined to follow the wishes of his late master, the Seventh King. But during Yashiro's struggle to prove his innocence, a greater conspiracy is unraveling behind the scenes, clouds begin to appear in his memory, and close friends start to question his very existence. What began as a simple murder is now leading towards a full-blown war between kings with the very fate of the world at stake. Next one on our list is Nura, Rise of the Yokai Clan. Rikuo Nura, a part Yokai and part human boy, grew up as the young master of the Nura clan. Rikuo treated the clan like family, however, he learned that he was the only one among his classmates who saw them in this light. To most, they were terrifying creatures of folklore, who ate children and relished in bloodshed. Taking this to heart, he swore to live his life as a normal human. Normalcy, however, is hard to come by for young Rikuo. Complicating his goal are his yokai attendant, who under the name Tsurera Oikawa, goes to school alongside him. To make matters worse, rival yokai and other entities threaten to harm those Rikuo holds dear. If he wants to protect what's important to him, Rikuo must acknowledge his ancestry, that he is the grandson of the legendary Nura Rihayan, and transform at night into a yokai, becoming worthy of being the next leader of the Nura clan. Next one on our list is Black Bullet. In the year 2021, mankind is ravaged by the epidemic of gastria, a parasitic virus, and forced to live within the monolith walls, which are created from veranium, a metal that is able to subdue gastria. Soon, children who were born with the gastria virus and obtained superhuman abilities as a result, are discovered and dubbed cursed children. Due to the gastria virus intervention, the cursed children could only be female. Civil securities are formed to specialize fighting against gastria, operating with the pair of an initiator, who are cursed children, and a promoter, serving to lead the cursed children. 10 years after the epidemic, Rentaro Satomi, a high school student who is also a promoter in Tendo Civil Security Agency, owned by his childhood friend Kisara Tendo, along with his initiator, Injo Ihara, conducts missions to prevent the destruction of the Tokyo area and the world. Next one on our list is Tenchi Muyo, War on Geminar. Kenshi Masaki is a 15-year-old boy that has unwillingly traveled from his home on Earth to the alternate world of Geminar. On Geminar, the countries wage wars using sacred mechanoids, humanoid exoskeletal weapons that were originally discovered within ancient ruins and developed over centuries. After being tricked by a mysterious organization into participating in an attempt to assassinate Lashura Earth, the young ruler of the Shreu Empire, he ends up captured after he chooses not to kill her. Lashura decides to take Kenshi under her protection. Disguised as her attendant, Kenshi travels with her and her bodyguard Cheaflan to the Holy Land, a virtually impregnable fortress that serves as an academy to train sacred mechanoid pilots, most of whom are female. With his kindness, tenacity, and skills that vary from carpentry and cooking to advanced survival techniques, Kenshi eventually becomes a celebrity in the academy. Next one on our list is Monster Strike. Ren Homura has just moved back to his hometown of Kaminohara, but he isn't able to remember much about the time he spent there other than vague flashbacks. When he retrieves his cell phone which he had sent to a shop for repairs, he finds that a mysterious game titled Monster Strike has been installed on it. Unaware of its purpose or how it got there, Ren decides to open it, an action that will change his life forever, as he finds himself suddenly attacked by a strange man. Now trapped on the roof of his school which strangely has been designated as a stage, Ren is shocked to see the man summon a realistic monster from the game, one that is more than capable of inflicting damage on a human. His only chance of getting out of the situation alive is by summoning the dragon Oregon, who tells Ren that he will crush the opposing monster for him. Unfortunately, it turns out that Oregon is a tiny dragon that is completely useless. Next one on our list is Ushio and Tora. Ushio Ayatsuki is a stubborn middle school student and son of an eccentric temple priest, who goes about life without care for his father's claims regarding otherworldly monsters known as yokai. However, as he is tending to the temple while his father is away on work, his chores lead him to a shocking discovery. In the basement he finds a menacing yokai impaled by the fabled beast's spear. The beast in question is Tora, infamous for his destructive power, who tries to coerce Ushio into releasing him from his 500-year seal. Ushio puts no trust in his words and refuses to set him free. But when a sudden yokai outbreak puts his friends and home in danger, he is left with no choice but to rely on Tora. Ushio and Tora's meeting is only the beginning of the unlikely duo's journey into the depths of the spiritual realm. With the legendary beast spear in his hands, Ushio will find out just how real and threatening the world of the supernatural can be. Next one on our list is Dragonar Academy. Learning to ride and tame dragons comes easy to most students at Angsar Ivan Dragonar Academy, except for first-year student Ash Blake, who is known by his fellow classmates as the #1 problem child. Poor Ash is the laughing stock at school because, despite his unfashionably large star-shaped brand that marks him as a future dragon master, he has nothing to show for it. His dragon has never appeared. Until now, that is. One fateful day, Ash's dragon awakes in full glory, but appears different than any dragon ever seen before in the form of a beautiful girl. What's worse, Ash soon discovers that this new dragon has attitude to spare, as she promptly informs him that she is the master, and he, the servant. Ash's problems with dragon riding have only just begun. Next one on our list is Zero no Tsukaima. Louise Françoise is a self-absorbed mage in a world of wands, cloaks, and royalty. Although she studies at Tristain Academy, a prestigious school for magicians, she has a major problem. Louise is unable to cast magic properly, earning her the nickname of Louise the Zero from her classmates. When the first-year students are required to perform a summoning ritual, Louise's summoning results in a catastrophic explosion. Everyone deems this to be yet another failure, but when the smoke clears, a boy named Sato Hiraga appears. Now Louise's familiar, Sato is treated as a slave, but when an unfamiliar brand is found etched on Sato's hand from the summoning ritual, it is believed to be the mark of a powerful familiar named Gondolfer. Sato tries to find a way to get back to Japan, but he also gains a mysterious power that allows him to wield swords and other weapons to perform heroic feats. Next one on our list is Black Clover. The series focuses on Asta, a young orphan who was raised from birth after being abandoned at the doorstep of an orphanage in Hage Village, along with his fellow orphan Yuno. While everyone is born with the ability to utilize mana in the form of magical power, Asta is the only exception. He tries to gain magical power through physical training. Conversely, Yuno was born as a prodigy with immense magical power and the talent to control wind magic. Motivated by a desire to become the next Wizard King, an authority figure second to the King of Clover Kingdom, the two youths developed a friendly rivalry. Yuno obtains a legendary 4-leaf grimoire held by the kingdom's first Wizard King. Asta, despite his lack of magic, obtained the mysterious 5-leaf grimoire, which contains mysterious elf swords and rare anti-magic. Through the story Asta embarks on various adventures, as they make a name for himself throughout the Clover Kingdom. Both characters strive to one day hold the title of Wizard King.